Hello, I'm the Brick Bounty Hunter, back with another LEGO Thoughts video. This time I'm doing a LEGO Thoughts video on the LEGO Moff Gideon's Light Cruiser. First I'll talk about the minifigures. First up is the standard Grogu / Baby Yoda. He's been in Trouble on Tatooine and the Razor Crest. I feel like there should be another set that he's been in, but I think that's it for him. Next up is the Mandalorian in his Beskar armor, this time with his Beskar spear, or pike. He's been in Trouble on Tatooine. He's going to be in the Slave 1 set and the LEGO Armorer's Mandalorian Armory. The next one up is Cara Dune, who's only been in one other set, the AT-ST Raider, so none of them are exclusive for these three. She is worth a little bit of money, probably in the future, considering her rarity, but I don't think she'll be worth that much. Next up is Fennec Shand. She's also been in the Bad Batch and the Mandalorian. This is her first set for her. She's exclusive, considering that this is her first set. She might be in future sets, I don't know. She doesn't come with a hairpiece, but her printing and arm printing does look pretty nice, so this is kind of a 50-50 minifigure for me. I kind of don't want to see her in another set unless she comes with a black braided hairpiece. And next up is Moff Gideon with the Darksaber. Somehow we do not have a Darksaber mold after heaven knows how many years of the Darksaber being huge among Star Wars topics or in genres. I mean, the Sword of Gryffindor in Harry Potter got a mold, but somehow not the Darksaber, but I'm just going to let that one pass. And last up is the Dark Trooper minifigure, which is predicted to be coming out in a battle pack sooner or later, probably in 2022 or 2023. He looks amazing, especially with that helmet mold. He uses the same shoulder pads as the Wrecker minifigure from the Bad Batch shuttle does. All in all, 3 exclusive minifigures and 3 non-exclusive minifigures. So all in all, I do like the minifigure selection. I just wish that they had given a hairpiece to Fennec Shand and a custom Darksaber mold for Moff Gideon. That would have totally sold the set to a bunch of other people. And as for the actual set, it is a rather bland one. I wish that they had made it look like the mock does, or did. I'll show you what the mock looks like that I've seen. It's a beautiful looking mock, absolute just accuracy to the ship itself. Compared to this, I would much rather have had the mock, because this one just feels so inaccurate when it's side by sided to the mock. I wish that they had made the turrets a little bit smaller. I do like all the side greebling. I don't understand those little tail fin type things amongst or on the side. Those were also used on the Bad Batch shuttle for the engines, and on the side of Rey's speeder back in 2015 for the side for speeder. I just wish that LEGO had been a little bit more accurate. I mean, the engine part looks nice, the bridge looks nice. I just wish that it was just more size accurate to itself. It kind of reminds me of the AAT set, where nothing was really that accurate. Just like this one, you get the basic shape, but I just really wish that they hadn't included the spring shooters. I know that they wanted to add playability to the set, but it just doesn't look right. Just like that large chunk right before the bridge, that should not be that high up. It should be like a tile or two taller than the one level right below it. That's all I have to say for the outside of the... Oh wait, there's one more function that I was going to talk about. You can actually place the 2 added TIE fighters. They look like they're only 2, 4, 6, 8 pieces. Might be 9. I don't know if I counted the centerpiece. But you can fit them into little docking bays on the side of this ship. Right there. And you can also launch them out of the front of the ship using a little push mechanism. So that's kind of a cool little play function. My only problem is you have to have the ship open in order to press that button, so that kind of defeats the purpose of reenacting the movie in a way. I prefer it being able to be closed while you can press that button, so it can launch it out, look like it did in the movie. Maybe if they had included a tiny Slave 1 kind of micro build, that would have been cool. Reenact that one scene where Boba Fett has to blast the TIE fighters to create a diversion or whatever it was on that episode in The Mandalorian. As for the inside of the ship, this is the main reason why I would never recommend buying this ship unless you're doing it for minifigures or just display, because the inside is just a complete train wreck. The most you get is a few sticker displays, like consoles, a small table in the center. It doesn't even come with a hologram of like the Mandalorian or just anyone in general. Baby Yoda just sits on a little cargo box. There's some shelves in one corner. I don't really know what the red Technic pins are, but behind the Mandalorian and Moff Gideon. I just don't really like the inside. It lacks any form of luster compared to previous starships of this size, like the Venator from like 2008 or something like that. And just any Star Destroyer we've had in the past has been 10 times better than this one. Every other space behind it is just dead bricks, meaning there's no use really to them besides looks. Like if they'd made a separate part for them to open up in the back, that would have been kind of cool to be able to place minifigures or equipment there. Or even if you could somehow put them in the bridge, which is instead used as a handle, which I think one of the first times a bridge has ever been used as a handle. Usually they open up so you can put Imperial minifigures in them, as they did for like the 2006 Star Destroyer. Maybe it was 2005 or something like that. But it's kind of a lame set with okay minifigures. 3 of them, I guess it'd be nice to have, because you can't have enough Grogus as backups in case you lose one or your dog eats it or something crazy like that. I wouldn't mind having a secondary Beskar Mandalorian, but if I get as many sets as I want to this year out of this wave, that's going to be way too many Beskar Mandalorians for me. Cara Dune, if you want to make a little bit of money on the side, like selling her 5 years down the road, perhaps you might want to get this set. Fennec Shand, as long as you keep the helmet on, she's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with the minifigure of Moff Gideon himself, and the Dark Trooper will probably be in a battle pack sooner or later, even if it is a mega battle pack like the 501st battle pack. But that's all for this set. Kind of lame. I don't know. It's really disappointing for what LEGO fans like me had been hoping for. We were hoping for something a little closer to the mock that I had shown you previously. Thank you for watching. I'm the Brick Bounty Hunter, out.